So it's time for our weekly anticipated donut picks featuring the Oklahoma Sooners and the Baylor Bears this week in Waco, Texas. I think this is ESPN College Game Day's first return there since 2014 this morning, right?
I think so.
I think that's a correct year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is a game of new beginnings and of rebirth. This is the spring game, essentially, for the Baylor Bears. This is their first time to make a statement and reemerge as a Big 12 powerhouse for the first time without Art Briles after the Art Briles scandal. Mm-hmm. And with regard to Oklahoma, they've lost a step. They've lost their confidence and their competitive edge since that embarrassing loss, really, to Kansas State and Manhattan. I think that Baylor's going to capitalize on this, and I think that they even have Big 12 championship and college football playoff possibilities and potential in the future.
Okay, all right. What about you, Jay?
Well, I got a lot of respect for Baylor. This is like the first time they've been like relevant since the RG3 days, and Matt Rule.
Bryce Petty. I had to say Bryce Petty.
Yes.
Yikes!
But Matt Rule, he's treated every player. You could be a walk-on, you could be a third string, you could be the water boy, and he treats everybody. He works everybody the same as if you're a starter if you're going to the NFL. Mm-hmm. But Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley has coached. His past two quarterbacks that he's coached have been 2 first-round picks and Heisman winners. Mm-hmm. Jalen Hurts, ever since losing the national championship to Clemson, ever since leaving Alabama, having Tua take his job, has had this chip on his shoulder. Kansas State, that loss to Kansas State is just increasing that chip on his shoulder. And tonight, he's just gonna ball out tonight. So I'm going with Oklahoma.
A Jalen Hurts explosion. I forgot to take my donut. Take yours, Jeremiah. So Baylor Bears. Look at that picturesque logo design right there. I got it. There's certain colors that just taste better, and green and gold are one of them. Like at LSU with the purple and gold was one. This is another one. It just psychologically tastes better.
So you know what this means?
What?
You picked Baylor. You picked Oklahoma.
Boomer Sooner.
You're a tiebreaker.
Now I'm the tiebreaker. I don't like being in these positions. I love the story of the underdog, and that's just what Baylor is. And Waco, let me tell you, is some atmosphere, man. I'll give them that. Like you said, RG3 was probably the last real memorable thing that I liked about Baylor, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oklahoma, who has the Miami Dolphins' potential future quarterback, which I don't know how I feel about that yet. This game, I think Oklahoma is just a little bit better coached and probably going to prevail in this. And I'm going to go with Oklahoma just because of who Oklahoma is, the OU. They're going to go into Waco and they're going to beat Baylor. I'm going Oklahoma. You're going Oklahoma. Cheers to that. And even though you're going Baylor,
Roll Bears.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Roll Bears, yep. And you know, I definitely see your point about coaching. Mm-hmm. But the game that I like to allude to here is Ohio State and Penn State of 2016. When Penn State reinstalled itself as a prominent organization under James Franklin, when Ohio State visited the Nittany Lions and they capitalized on the whiteout night. That's kind of what I see here. You know, a great coached Urban Meyer team, a very well coached Lincoln Riley team going into Waco. I'm just forecasting the upset, the surprise win by the Baylor Bears.
It's going to be a good game, so make sure you tune in tonight, 7:30.
Yeah.